Good evening, Warriors, and welcome back to another episode of the Grass Lake Sports Weekly Report. I am your host, James Charles, and it is Sunday night, May 3rd, 2026. Remember that this is the show designed and created to celebrate all things Grass Lake Warriors athletics, all the way from our pre-K all the way up to our senior class. We want to celebrate all the Warrior victories together with you. So keep sending in your schedules, your scores, your results, your highlights, your pictures, your standings, whatever you got out there, whatever you want everybody to kind of celebrate with you and know about. Send them in to me. If you've got, I know we've got some different camps coming up being scheduled for this summer. Things of that nature. I'll try and get those on the show too. But this week we've got basically everything under the sun. Spring sports are on fire right now in Grass Lake. We've got softball, we've got baseball, we've got soccer, we've got golf. We've got everything that you can think of. We're trying to get it highlighted right here on this show. So if I don't have it on here, it's because I don't know about it. So keep sending them to me at glsportsweeklyreport@gmail.com. So without further ado, let's jump right into this week's episode. Here we go. So we've got all kinds of girls' high school soccer news for you. Just remember, any soccer news that you got, shoot me an email, glsportsweeklyreport@gmail.com, and we'll get it on here for you. That's for all soccer players, competitive travel, rec league, boys and girls. Send it to me. Let's get it on the show. Let's celebrate those Warriors. But the ladies were in action 3 times this week. They started their week out on Monday at home against Napoleon. And here's some highlights from that action.
Zoe, talking back. Zoe, talk back. Zoe. Zoe, back up. Zoe. What a fighter! Get it out! Chill. Zoe, chill. We need you. Stop!
So as you've seen from the highlights, there were 3 goals in that game. Napoleon struck first, and Grass Lake answered with 2 goals of their own to win 2-1. Goals by Adeline Kidd and Adeline Stormont, each with 1 goal and 1 assist. Then on Wednesday, they traveled to Jonesville to take on the Comets. And here are your highlights from that action.
Taylor, get it to the outside. Get there, Taylor. Go. Look for the pass. Great ball, Taylor.
Layla. Wait, coach. Am I going in? Coach. Who am I going in for? Good job, you said I'm going left.
The Warriors were dominant on a cold, wet night down in Jonesville and won with a shutout 8-0 over the Comets in conference play. Adeline Kidd with three goals on the night and an assist. Robinson, Hope, Vitale, and McDaniel also with goals on the evening. Hope, Stormont, and Lesnick also with a couple of assists. But great win for the Warriors in conference play on Wednesday night down in Jonesville. Then on Thursday night, the ladies had the evening off from game action. So they got together for a little team dinner, team bonding. This creates some great roots for these ladies. Just a time to re-energize, recharge, and gear up for the second half of their 2026 season. They would then round out their week on Friday night back at home against the Columbia Central Golden Eagles. The ladies were victorious at the JV level with a shutout over the Eagles, 4-0. Goals by Elia Klaus, Layla Smith, and 2 goals by Chloe Lesnick. An assist by Layla Smith, and 2 by Carly Huff. The varsity girls were able to win in a tight one, 2-1. Goals by Adeline Stormont and Chloe Lesnick. So the ladies earned 3 big conference victories this last week. Win over Napoleon 2-1, Jonesville 8-0 in a shutout, and Columbia Central 2-1. That brings the Lady Warriors' overall season record to 7 wins, 1 loss, and 2 ties. They have another action-packed week with 3 competitions this week. On Monday, they will be at home against the Michigan Center Cardinals. And that game on Monday against the Cardinals at home is the AYSO Day. If you're a part of the AYSO, wear your uniform. You can get into the game free. May 4th, again, that's Monday, against Michigan Center at Stoker Field. Game time is set for 5:30 p.m. That is a great day to get our youth soccer players out there to watch our high school athletes compete, to cheer them on and create a great culture here in Grass Lake for youth soccer. Then on Wednesday, May 6th, at Stoker Field against the Manchester Flying Dutchmen. This is going to be a big one, folks. This is for the conference lead. Manchester is currently in the lead in the conference standings with no losses on the season. You remember the last time these teams played, they went to a 3-3 tie. So this is going to be a dandy. If you got time, if you're available, come out. Wednesday night, Stoker Field against the Manchester Flying Dutchman. Game time is set for 5:30. I'm sure the girls would appreciate all the support that they can get for that big game. And then they will round out their week on Friday night as they travel to Napoleon to take on the Pirates. I know it's a couple weeks away, but the girls will be competing in district play out at Father Gabriel Richard High School. That's in Ann Arbor with Father Gabriel Richard, Ann Arbor Green Hills, Dundee, Milan, Onstead, and Pinckney. As soon as those brackets are available, I'll have them on the show for you to see. So good luck to those Lady Warriors competing this week. Big week for the Lady Warriors in conference competition. Good luck, girls. Let's look into our Grass Lake Warriors track and field events. As our Warrior athletes were in competition this week, our middle schoolers were at Jonesville and then at home for the Grass Lake Middle School Relays. And our high schoolers were at Homer and Manchester this week. On Monday, the middle schoolers traveled out to Jonesville for a try with Jonesville, Homer, and Grass Lake. Out at Homer, the men's team defeated Homer 66-55 and fell short to Jonesville 43-89. The women's team defeated Homer as well 67-61 and also fell short to Jonesville by a score of 42-75. In the men's 70-meter, lot of personal best coming up this week at Jonesville. 8th grader Damian Zamora with a 10 and 86. 6th grader Carson Sherwood with a personal best 11 and 53. 7th grader Jack Hinkle with a season best 12 and 1. 7th grader Evan Whitman with a personal best 12 and 63. 6th grader Griffin Andrews with a personal best 12 and 65. 6th grader Carson Trudeau with a personal best 13 and 13. And 6th grader Chase Houghton with a personal best 13 and 36. In the 100 meter, Marshall Johnson brought home first place for the Warriors with a time of 13 and 26. 7th grader Lucas Rischel with a personal best 16 and 6. Also, 7th grader Jack Hinkle with a personal best 16 and 96. Carson Trudeau with a personal best 17 and 93. And Chase Houghton with a personal best 18 and 56. In the 200 meter, 8th grader Dylan Downs with a personal best 29 and 36. 7th grader Hunter Laurie with a personal best 32 and 66. And 8th grader Evan Lamantawa with a personal best of 33 and 80. In the 800 meter, Emmett Kidd with a personal best 3 minutes flat and 49. And 6th grader Nate Eros with a personal best 3 minutes, 8 seconds, and 31. In the 3200, Marshall Waynick, 7th grader with a personal best 21, 18, and 71. In the 55 meter hurdles, Dylan Downs with a personal best and first place finish of 9 and 31. Josh Holda with a season best 11 and 82. In the 4x100 relay, the Warriors team of Sam Riccardi, Levi Butler, Grady Jones, and Easton Jerko finished in second place with a personal best 55 and 35. In 4x200, the Warriors finished in first place with Gunnar Davis, Lucas Rischel, Hunter Laurie, and Roninato with a time of 2 minutes, 2 and 49. In the 4x800, the team of Rylan Guerrero Horner, Josh Holda, Lewis Hilbeer, and Mason Basham finished in first place with a time of 10 minutes, 55 and 64. In the long jump, Lucas Rischel with a personal best, 11 feet, 7 inches. Jack Hinkle also with a personal best, 11 feet and 1 inch. In the 70-meter women's division, Iris Minnick with a season best, 12 and 53 for the Warriors. 7th grader Lainey Stevens with a season best, 13 and 64. In the 100-meter women's division, 8th grader Jasmine Snyder with a time of 14 and 71. Good enough for third place and a personal best. 8th grader Brianna Klusner with a personal best, 15 and 93. 7th grader Aria Hinkle with a personal best, 17 and 46. 6th grader Charlotte Garrett with a personal best, 17 and 67. Casey Renfro with a personal best, 18 and 86. And 6th grader Alyssa Dunham with a personal best, 20 and 68. In the women's 200-meter, 7th grader Lexi Elsis with a personal best, 35 and 69. Lenora Arnold with a personal best, 37 and 23. And Iris Minnick with a season best, 43 and 32. In the women's 400-meter, Erica Largen with a season best, 1 minute, 10 and 88. In the 55-meter hurdle women's division, 8th grader Avery Bomer finished in first place with a personal best, 9 and 95, followed closely behind by 8th grader Brianna Klusner with a personal best, 10 and 55, good enough for second place. In the 200-meter hurdle, Avery also finished in first place with a personal best of 34 and 98. Braxton Zagarlowitz also finished with a time of 41 and 12 for a season best. In the 4x100 relay, the Warriors finished in first place with a time of 59 and 74. That team consisted of Lexi Elsis, Chloe Hurst, Erica Largen, and Jasmine Snyder with a personal best. In the 4x200, the Warriors finished in second place with a personal best of 2 minutes, 15 and 89. That team consisted of Charlotte Garrett, Audrey Elsis, Faye Rurka, and Gloria Ross. In shot put, 6th grader Hadley Dillon finished with a personal best, 19 feet and 4 inches. In the women's high jump, 8th grader Avery Bomer finished in first place with a height of 4 feet, 6 inches. In the women's long jump competition, Braxton Zagarlowitz finished with a distance of 12 feet, 8 inches, personal best for her, followed closely behind by Chloe Hurst with a season best for her, 11 feet, 10 inches. 7th grader Evelyn Hinkle with a personal best of 8 feet, 3.5 inches. Also with a personal best, 7th grader Aubrey Hart with a distance of 7 feet, 8 inches. Then on Wednesday, the middle schoolers were at home at Joe Betchel for the Grass Lake Middle School Relays. We pretty much had every school in the county at this one. Addison, Columbia Central, East Jackson, Hanover, Horton, Jackson Prep, Jonesville, Manchester, Michigan Center, Napoleon, Vandercook, and your Grass Lake Warriors. In the 4x100 women's relay, Erica Largen, Carly Lewis, Adelaide France, and Jasmine Snyder took home first place by a half a second with a time of 58 seconds flat. In the women's SMR 800 meter, Jasmine Snyder, Sage Alford, JJ Doser, and Erica Largen took home first place with a time of 2 minutes, 7 and 9. In the women's pole vault, 7th grader Lenora Arnold finished with a height of 5 feet even, the tie for first place. In the men's 4x800 relay, team of Mason Basham, Rylan Guerrero Horner, Lewis Hilbeer and Josh Holdup finished in first place for the Warriors with a time of 10 minutes, 22 and 6. In shot put, 8th grader Grady Jones with a personal best, 36 feet and 5 inches. So coming up this week for our middle school track athletes, they will be out in Addison on Monday night for a try with Addison Napoleon and your Grass Lake Warriors. And then on Wednesday, they will be at Napoleon for the Napoleon Middle School Invitational. Unfortunately, the 8th graders will not be there. They're heading to Washington, D.C. for their class trip. So the 6th and 7th graders will have to carry the torch for that event. Then in high school action, the Warriors were out at Homer on Tuesday with a try between Homer Jonesville and your Warriors. In the 100-meter, freshman Aaron Henson with a personal best 11 and 50 finishes in first place. Also, junior Quentin Zimke with a personal best 11 and 97. Junior Rylan Davis with a personal best of 12 and 19. Sophomore Ivor Martinson with a personal best 12 and 20. Freshman Lamar Zagarlowitz with a personal best of 12 and 48. Junior Joseph Herndon Hall with a personal best 13 and 3. Sophomore Jake Richardson with a personal best 13 and 41. In the men's 200 meters, Sebastian Jans with a personal best 24 and 17. Rylan Davis also with a personal best 24 and 37. Sophomore Ryder Boltler with a personal best 24 and 60. Senior Simon Stegel Lewis with a personal best 24 and 63. Quentin Zipke with a season best 24 and 67. Ivor Martinson with a personal best 24 and 77. Joseph Herndon Hall with a personal best 27 and 86. Jake Richardson with a personal best 28 and 16. In the men's 400 meter, Connor Boatler took home first place with a time of 54 and 78. Alex Holda with a personal best of 58 and 80. Joseph Herndon Hall with a personal best 1 minute and 1 and 24. Sophomore Beckham Guerrero with a personal best 1 minute, 8 seconds and 72. In the men's 800 meter, Connor Sherwood took home first place with a time of 2 minutes, 3 and 67. Emmett Van Cleve with a season best 2 minutes, 13 and 43. In the men's 4x400 relay, the team of Sebastian Shans, Aaron Henson, Connor Bowler, and Connor Sherwood took home first place for the Warriors with a time of 3 minutes, 39 and 32. In shot put, sophomore Julius Russell with a personal best 29 feet, 4.5 inches. In the men's discus, junior Aiden Judson with a personal best 95 feet, 1 inch. Good enough for 6th place. And the Warriors dominated the men's long jump division, taking 3 of the top 4 spots. Sebastian Jans finished in first place with a personal best 18 feet 6 inches. Aaron Henson with a personal best 18 feet 4.5 inches. Rylan Davis with a personal best 16 feet 5 inches. Joseph Herndon Hall with a season best 13 feet 11.5 inches. And Ashton Dolsheen with a personal best 13 feet 7.5 inches. In the women's 100 meter, Ashley Simon continues her dominance at the 100 meter dash, winning that event with a time of 13 and 3. Freshman Amina Foley with a personal best of 15 and 8. And junior Rachel Palmer with a season best 15 and 41. In the women's 200 meter, Rachel Palmer with a personal best 32 and 70. In the 400-meter, Ava Cruz took home first place for the Warriors with a time of 1 minute, 5 and 31. In the 800-meter, Avery Jones took home first place with a time of 2 minutes, 34 and 57. In the 1600-meter, sophomore Adeline Jarko finished in second place with a season best, 6 minutes, 9 and 71. In the 100-meter hurdles women's division, senior Maya Vigeland finishes in first place with a season best, 18 and 12. Freshman Hadley Wag finished with a personal best, 20 and 69. In the women's 4x100 relay, the Warriors took home first place with a team of Ashley Simon, Lia Klaus, Maya Vigeland, Reese Late finishing with a time of 52 and 74. The 4x200 relay, the Warriors again took home first place with Maya Vigeland, Avery Jones, Ashley Simon, and Reese Late with a time of 1 minute, 52 and 16. In the 4x400 relay, the Warriors took home first place as well with Ava Cruz, Avery Jones, Adeline Jarko, and Maya Vigeland, time of 4 minutes, 25 and 29. In the women's shot put, sophomore Carly Huff with a personal best, 25 feet and 7 inches. Also, freshman Cora Diedrich with a personal best, 20 feet, 9.5 inches. In the discus, also Cora with a personal best, 59 feet, 7 inches. And freshman Camry Nicewander with a personal best, 44 feet, 5 inches. In the women's high jump, Reese Late finished in first place with a height of 4 feet, 10 inches. In the women's pole vault, Ashley Simon took home first place with a height of 9 feet even. Senior Sophia George with a season best, 7 feet, 6 inches. And in the women's long jump, Reese Late finishes in second place with a season best, 15 feet and 1/2 inch. So as a team in the men's division, the Warriors came up short against Jonesville, losing 53-84. But he beat Homer 96-36. And in the women's division, the Warriors defeated Jonesville 82-49 and also defeated Homer 70-65. Then on Friday, the Warriors were out in Manchester for the 46th Manchester Metrics. In the women's pole vault, senior Ashley Simon finished with a season best, 9 feet, 6 inches, good enough for second place. In the men's 1600 meter, Emmett Van Cleve finished in 7th place with a season best, 4 minutes, 58 and 68. Junior Zach Butchigig with a personal best, 5 minutes, 6 and 6, good enough for 11th place. Sophomore Cruz Spencer with a season best, 5 minutes, 47 and 50. In the men's 4x100 relay, the Warriors finished in second place with a team of Simon Steckel Lewis, Ben Jones, Quentin Zimke, and Aaron Henson with a time of 45 and 84. In the 4x800 relay, Brogan Sallow, Ari Maynard, Connor Boatler, and Connor Sherwood took home first place for the Warriors with a time of 8 minutes, 47 and 85. So as a team in the men's varsity division, the Warriors finished in 4th place behind Manchester, Milan, and Sand Creek with a total of 62. And in the men's freshman-sophomore division, Warriors finished in 2nd place behind Napoleon. In the women's varsity division, the Warriors finished in 8th place behind Milan, Napoleon, Sand Creek, Manchester, Jonesville, Michigan Center, and East Jackson. Coming up this week in track and field action for our high school athletes, they will be out at Napoleon for a try with Napoleon Addison and your GL Warriors. Then on Friday, they will be out at East Jackson for the East Jackson Dome Classic. That event starts at 3 p.m. So an awesome week for our Grass Lake Warriors track and field team, both the middle school and the high school. Um, they continue to improve each and every week. I like highlighting the season best, the personal best. Those are critical. You are competing against yourself. Awesome time for these Warriors, and it continues to get better and better. As the weather warms up, you will see these athletes' performances increase. Warm weather creates great times. So, way to go, Warriors. Keep up the hard work. Keep pushing forward. In high school baseball action, the boys started their week off against the Napoleon Pirates, where the varsity was on the road and JV was at home. The Warriors found victory in the first game, winning 6-3. Roman Caldwell with 3 RBIs at the plate, and Brady Westcott pitched the entire game, striking out 9. And then in the second game, the Warriors racked up 8 hits and scored 11 runs to win that second contest 11-8. Grady Cromery with 2 hits, Luke Blaze with 2 hits, and Elijah Walling also with 2 hits. And then the varsity boys were on the road and won their first game of the doubleheader. Luke Guthrie with 2 hits and Noah Orban also with 2 hits. Guthrie, Orban, and Prater all with doubles to help lead the Warriors to a 7-4 win. Unfortunately, the second game was pushed back to Tuesday due to the weather. So game 2 of that doubleheader, Colin Knight led the Warriors at the plate, going 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Manny Shaffron and Colin Knight combined for 11 strikeouts to defeat the Napoleon Pirates in a shutout, 7-0. Then on Wednesday, the Warriors were scheduled to take on Tecumseh. But unfortunately, Mother Nature said not so fast, my friends. And that game was canceled due to the weather, unfortunately. So they would gear up and get ready for Hanover on Friday night. Varsity would be in Hanover and JV would be at home. In the first game of that doubleheader, Luke Blaze pitched all 5 innings for the Warriors, giving up only 2 runs and striking out 5. Roman Caldwell, Grady Cromery, and Dylan Allen all came across the plate for the Warriors to get the 3-2 victory. In the second game of that doubleheader, the Warriors dominated on offense and defense, winning that one 11-0. They were led Grady Cromery with a double, Brady Westcott with a triple. Westcott and Cromery both with 2 RBIs. Westcott also pitched 4 innings, striking out 7, giving up no hits and no runs. So after that week of action, that brings the JV season record to 11-5. Like coming up this week, the JV team has one doubleheader scheduled for Tuesday night out at Tecumseh. Good luck, Warriors. Then out in Hanover, the varsity Warriors team, Colin Knight and Braden Snarr combined for a shutout in that first matchup with the Comets. Colin Knight also with 2 doubles on the day. Luke Guthrie with 4 hits. In the second game of that doubleheader, the Warriors took that one home as well, winning 12-1. Luke Guthrie with 3 RBIs on 2 hits. Cam Prater with 3 hits and 2 RBIs. And Braden Wayne with 3 hits, 2 RBIs. Noah Orban with 2 hits, 2 RBIs. And Domingo DaCosta Elizondo with 3 RBIs. Manny Shaffron and DJ Paul both pitched for the Warriors and combined for 7 strikeouts, giving up only 1 earned run. So coming up this week for the varsity baseball team, they will pick up where they left off in a game against Jonesville from a couple weeks ago. Up 4-0. That game will be at Grass Lake, and then they'll wrap that one up and then have a bit of a scrimmage with the remaining time to make great use of hopefully some good weather and just the teams being together, getting some competition in. Then on Wednesday, they will be at home again taking on Manchester. Then on Thursday, they will be at home again, Dearborn Heights, Annapolis. And then on Friday night, they will travel to Traverse City at Traverse City West High School. So good luck to those Warriors competing this week with plenty of action on the schedule. I know it's over a month away. It doesn't happen till the end of May, but the district playoffs are locked in. We will be at Jackson Lumen Christi for District 84 play. We will play the winner of Leslie and Columbia Central in our first game. That will be May 30th, 10 a.m. I know, like I said, it's a ways out yet, but just wanted to give you a heads up. If I hear of any changes in regards to that, I will be sure to let you all know. But that'll be exciting for our varsity baseball team postseason action. 14U baseball action. The Great Lakes Renegades 14U team had their first competition of the season at a tournament out in Eden Rapids. And their first game, they came away with 11-0 shutout win. Sawyer Jones led the team with 2 hits on the day. Cash Dillon and Lewis Hilbert both with doubles. Joe Presnell, Sawyer Jones, each pitching a couple innings, giving up no runs. Then in their second game of the tournament on Saturday, the Warriors put up 14 runs in the first inning. Joe Presnell led the Warriors at the plate with 2 hits, 4 RBIs. Cash Dillon also with 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Wyatt Charles with 2 RBIs as well. Grady Jones and Mason Basham both pitched for the Warriors in that victory. And in their third game of pool play on Sunday morning, the Warriors came away victorious, winning 8-2. They were led at the plate by Joe Presnell, who had a 2-run bomb to left field. Joe also pitched a couple innings for the Renegades, striking out 3. And then in the semifinal game, the bats went quiet. Unfortunately, the Renegades fell short to the team that they had beat the previous game, losing that semifinal game 4-6. Grady Jones had 1 hit with 3 RBIs on the day, and Wyatt Charles with 2 hits as well. Easton Jarko, Grady Jones pitched for Renegades. So the team will take the next weekend off and then be back in tournament action May 16th and 17th. But the boys start out their season with a 3-1 record. In a 12U baseball action, my 12U team was able to finally get on the field this week. They were scheduled to open their season on Monday. It rained. And we had another game scheduled on Wednesday. It rained. Finally able to get a rescheduled game in on Friday against Columbia Central at home, and the Warriors came to play. Ryan Oldry, Nick Riccardi, and Charlie Hamp all with 2 hits for the Warriors. Charlie Hamp and Wesley Charles both with doubles. Jackson Fry and Jagger Blackburn pitched for the Warriors and combined for 7 strikeouts on the night. It came down to the wire as it was a tie game in the last inning, 8-8. Wesley stepped up to the plate, knocked a game-winning double to score the winning run. Charlie Hamp came across the plate to give the Warriors a 9-8 win. I know it says 10-8 here. My scorekeeper ran it up a little bit, but the official score was 9-8 with a walk-off in the last inning. So great start to the season for those boys as they start their season off with a win. Next week, they have one competition at home again against Hanover Horton. In ladies softball news, our varsity team had a couple competitions this week. They started out Monday night with a doubleheader at Napoleon. In the first game of that doubleheader, The Warriors were led in the plate by McVicker, Smith, and Holyfield, all with 3 hits. Smith with 4 RBIs and Holyfield with 3 RBIs. Holyfield, Collins, Smith, and McVicker all with doubles in that game. Mo Conrad pitched the entire game and struck out 7, giving up no runs on that one. And the Warriors win 15-0 in the first game of that doubleheader. The bats stayed hot as they rolled into that second game of that doubleheader, as the Warriors collected 19 hits and 19 runs. Mo Conrad with a double, Kennedy Collins with 2 doubles, Layla Smith with 2 doubles, Taylor Dick with a double of her own, and this first career high school big fly.
Here after this pitch by Caitlin Fall. High into left field, and it's gone. Taylor Dick, the freshman, first career home run for her. How about that?
Teammates swarm her at the plate for the first career home run. Sometimes you get the silent treatment after that, but not here. Dick got a hold of that one, rocketed it out to left center, right by Adam Breggins, our cameraman out there. Did it hit a car? It did, off the Toyota. I wish that was better as car names. Toyota Corolla out there didn't damage the windshield.
Taylor sent that big fly right into the windshield of that blue Toyota sitting out there. I don't know why anybody would park right next to the fence with these Grass Lake Warriors playing. But the Warriors win that second game 19-4. Then on Friday night, they would travel out to Hanover Horton for another doubleheader. In the first game of that doubleheader with the Hanover Horton Comets, the Warriors picked up right where they left off from the previous series with the Pirates, collecting 17 hits and 17 runs. Kennedy Collins and Mackenzie Hilbear led the Warriors with 3 hits each. Mo Conrad with a double, and Michaela Jurek with her first career high school home run. The Warriors would win that one by a final score of 17-4. In the second game of that doubleheader, the Warriors' bats stayed on fire as they collected 18 hits and 11 runs. Mackenzie Hilbear, Mo Conrad, Chloe Holyfield, Kennedy Collins, and Michaela Jurek, all with doubles in that game. Unfortunately, the Warriors leading 11-9 going into the last inning, gave up 4 runs to the Comets and fell short on the scoreboard, losing 13-11. So after this last week's action, the Lady Warriors sit at a season record of 14-2. So coming up this week, they will be at home on Wednesday for a conference doubleheader against Manchester. And then on Saturday, they currently have 3 slots of games posted here on the Michigan High School Athletic Association website. One for 10 a.m., one for noon, and one for 2 p.m. The first one is showing at Lansing Catholic High School against Lansing Catholic. And then the other 2 are showing at Grass Lake High School. I'm not sure what's going on there, but looks like they probably have a tournament of some sort going on this weekend. So good luck to those Lady Warriors competing this week. As I had mentioned with the boys baseball, the district bracket is set up. The district bracket for girls softball is also available. The girls will be competing out at Onstead in District 83 play. Their first game will be against Onstead, scheduled for May 26th. So I know it's a ways out. Just wanted to throw it out there to you. If anything changes, I will have it on here for you. So Once again, good luck to those ladies competing this week. In golf news, our boys Warriors golf team was in action last week out at Calderon Golf Course for the Grass Lake Jamboree. And there was a tight match between Hanover, Napoleon, Columbia, Addison, Jonesville, and Grass Lake. The Warriors finished in 6th place. But like I said, that's a tight match. Not a lot of room for error there. Warriors were led by Zach Rice in 7th place with a 43. Followed by Jake Richardson with a 49. Jackson Zebo with a 50. Bennett Jones with a 51. Dexter Kutowski with a 54. And Grayson Moser with a 61. So the boys will be back in action on Tuesday out at Arbor Hills Golf Club with a stroke play regular event with Addison, Columbia Central, Jonesville, and Napoleon. So good luck to those boys competing next week. So that's going to do it for this week's episode of the Grass Lake Sports Weekly Report. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope that you like it. You subscribe to it so you never miss a thing. Make sure you share this channel with your friends. Let's expand our horizons. Let's make this the biggest, best channel we can to support our Warrior athletes. I know next week is going to be a little hectic for me. I will be out of town for most of the week as I'm heading to Washington, D.C. with the 8th graders for their field trip to D.C. So I'll be gone. And then Sunday is Mother's Day. So more than likely, I guess I should probably say it right now, there will probably not be a Grass Lake Sports Weekly Report next week. So maybe I'll chime in on Saturday or something brief, just to kind of catch up. But as far as a full episode, there probably won't be one. I'll be busy once I get back as well from DC. As I have Wyatt has a baseball tournament, so we'll be tied up with that too. So, but at any rate, I appreciate all the support. I love being a Warrior. I hope you love being a Warrior and seeing our Warriors thrive. This is just a great community. We have tremendous support and just love seeing these kids compete. So until next time, God bless our kids. God bless our community. Go Warriors.